Hello, everyone. It's me. It's Holmes. As you can see by my name tag, by my thing, I bought a tech deck today. That was my impulsive thing of the day.
We need to bully
Wax.
him about this. Like, come on, like you can't be owning a tech deck. That's
I have a
actually
tech deck. Check the
diabolical.
design, bro. Check it. That's pretty cool. So
Nah,
if you hear some bloody clattering, it's me trying to learn how to do an ollie on a fingerboard.
crazy, crazy.
Cool. Anyway, this is Wax. We all know who Wax is. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm in pain. Before we get into the thick of it, I'll show off. I probably won't show off both of them. I'll show off one of the tattoos I got. So I got the ring script from Lord of the Rings. There it is, everyone. Holmes
Where's
is
a fucking nerd?
Holmes is a nerd. The other ones on my chest, and I think that would be a bit slutty and inappropriate of me to do on stream. So if you want to see it, you can, I don't know, message me and I'll send you a slutty Holmes pic. But cool. Yeah, I mean, so if you're watching this, it's probably because you read the posts. But Wax basically came to me and he was like, Ryan, you're my best friend in the world and I love you so much. Can you please give me a platform to talk shit about all kinds of stuff and just yap? And I was like, yeah, of course, bro. I'll do anything for you. That's how that conversation went. And so here we are. Do you remember that?
That is exactly what happened. Nothing else. No added context to that at all.
Yeah.
Just that.
Yeah.
I just want to yap and scream at people. So if you want to be screamed at, get on the stream.
Yeah.
Easy W.
So yeah, we've got a name for it. Wax came up with that. Kudos to you. Yapping Zone. I'm not going to explain that. If you need me to explain that to you,
Go back to school, bro.
Go back to school and I don't know, do something else with your time. But anyway, the idea is we're going to try and commit to doing this like on a like at least monthly or something along those lines, and just talk about anything that's like relevant at the time. So I mean, when we were meant to do this originally, it was like when the Capital Clash had just finished, and so we can do like kind of, because I want to go away from at least doing like the review streams for tournaments, because even like with the roundup format, it ends up being more of just a yap session anyway, and they're like not very, they're like way
Engaging.
less interesting, way less engaging, and like that's for the people like that I get to join me for it as well. So I think if there's a tournament that comes up and then like there's one of these streams that's like a week or two after, like we can just like talk about the tournament in to whatever depth. I mean, if we didn't watch it, then we probably won't talk about it. But if we like actually paid attention, then this monthly stream can kind of like fill that like review stream space. I'll probably still do predictions ones just because like they're a bit more fun, especially with like the newer elimination simulation series thing. Yeah,
I think this is like
what did you want? You took, because this was your idea, so just give us some of your thoughts about it.
Yeah, so I think like there's enough going on nowadays that we can kind of have a stream once a month and fill it out with upcoming tournaments just passed, tournaments, whatever, like talking about Zeltalk, talking about this, talking about like small things that've been released, maybe, and then like also just talking about like, because that can take up a big part of them. But if just say there's like a conversation that's happening around something in the time, or like maybe we want to just bring something up and just talk about laser tag shit because we're nerds, like it's just kind of like whatever's going on in the moment, like we can talk about. Like if we did this stream when we wanted to, like it would have been, we wanted to do one early, like last month, and then we could have done it like closer to after FinNats, and we could have spoke about FinNats. Like there was like the base run tournament. Like we can just talk about random stuff that we watch if we have, and then we can get people on who were there to make it a lot easier to talk about these things. But it's just like general like yapping about laser tag stuff, so that like this, like if people are interested they can listen, and if not, it doesn't fucking matter. Like it's just us talking shit, and I love yapping, so like, and Ryan can sit here and listen. Like
I'll just sit here and listen.
Good little cuck boy.
that's what they called me in school as well. That was my nickname. Yeah, I think just I mean, they're basically conversations that you and I have anyway, Wax, and so I I think they are interesting conversations. I was like, wow, we could just stream it, and that's I guess like kind of like what this was born from. So yeah, well, I mean, I guess first order of I mean, did you have anything else you want to say?
Not really. Do we want to go back to Finnats first? Because I think that was the first thing that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. No, if you've got things you want to say, you can.
Did you watch much at all?
Like a little bit, and I know.
Okay.
I mean, like I know most of what I know has just been from speaking with like the Mega Friends guys, because obviously like they didn't have they didn't get the results that they wanted, and that you might have like expected as well. But like that's most of the extent of like how much I followed of it. But you tell us about Finnats, man, and what were your thoughts about it?
I think like watching it was interesting because it was the three bases that are similar. Like they did the similar base design and they did the 2 on one level and 1 on the other level. So it was very much like Brisbane. It played like Launton. It seemed
I think you'll
like
find
a lot of
the
2-3.
Finnish arenas quite often all 3 bases will be very similar, if not the same.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of European thing as well. Like even Germany seems similar in that way.
Yeah, I guess that's
really?
true. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think you're probably more on the money that it is more like just a European thing in general. But I think the Finnish bases they have a certain flavor. I would say like the Swedish bases are very simple. Like a lot of the time, it will just be like that, like a VL shape with 2 doors, and like it's this like very much like what the Frankfurt arena would have been like as well. But like some of the Finnats arena like bases I've seen, they look so crazy, and they'll have like 3 or 4 doors sometimes. And yeah, was this one of those, or was it a more standard?
I think it had 2 doors, but there was like a wrap around. So like the base was kind of floating in the middle, and then you could go from one of the doors to the other door without the last time maybe seeing you if they got bad comps.
Sure.
But like a lot of the bases were very isolated. So the top 2, there was 2 bases on high ground and 1 on the low ground. The 2 bases on high ground seemed to be like, which is the opposite of Launton. So I think it was kind of a problem because like the little basement dwellers, I can't remember if it was blue or whatever, they have to come up, which is obviously more difficult walking up a ramp than walking down a ramp. So like a lot of the time, like at Launton, you can get a lot of maze control from red because like you are the kings of the castle. Like you're looking down,
king of the castle.
You're literally controlling half the maze because you can do so much because it's so hard to walk up 2 long ass ramps to. Even if someone starts running at your maze, you're like, what's coming? And you're like, well, like, yeah, they're still coming.
You can hear the doof, 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 doof from meters away, right?
But if that's the opposite, you're kind of like left underneath and you're kind of like coming. And from memory, I think it had like 2 big ramps up. So like they weren't, if they were being defended and on lockout, I'm like, this seems like rough. Like, but I don't think from memory, the bases were that separate in like win-loss ratios, but it did look interesting.
Did you find a maze map or something I can maybe pull up?
I think there was one on the like European laser tag thing,
the laser tag EU page.
Or maybe someone sent it to me. I'm not actually sure. Maybe you have a look while I keep yapping.
Yeah, I'll have a quick squiz. But something I did want to ask is, obviously, I mean, the way Brisbane is or Launton is now is the 2 bases on the bottom and the 1 at the top, but it used to be the 2 up the top and the 1 on the bottom, right? Like it used to be red and green were across from each other, and then it was blue again with the basement dwellers. That's such a funny way to put it.
But that base is so good. That blue base, holy moly, that base was amazing.
Yeah, how did you see, like, now you think about the 2016 like Launton Arena, did you notice any parallels in how like it looked like it was playing, or is it a little hard to say, I guess?
I think 2016 is like such a different time. Like I feel like people used to just stay and attack until they got a base. There was no like brain cells. Like it was literally like 3-2, we fight till the death. Like someone is getting it, or you're literally like staying there the whole game. Like Maroons in the last game, they like dumped to blue because Cody's in there because he's that good in blue, and they're so scared of him that they can't get him. So they 5-man to blue just to get him out, and they still struggle to get him out. That's how like good he was in there. Like, so like having a strong base like that isn't like maybe important for the solo base. But the thing is I think because the bases were so similar, and I think it's still so odd to me. So like watching it, they have last lines. People do last line and they play like more defensively. But it feels like some of their mazes, like this maze specifically, if you were on the two base level, it felt like it maybe more of like a permanent last line. But I think that's like it's not something that's like picked up over there like at all, because I don't think it's needed with lockout and stuff. Like it's not the be all end all, but I think that like in a maze like that where the two bases on the same level were so close together, like, and the pack scoring and all of it, I think it was worth having a last line in this maze. And I don't remember. I remember people last lining more than I think Europeans normally would, but like it felt like if someone really took control of these bases, they could have like been crazy under, like, and it would have been really hard to get them out.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've heard the discussion before about obviously like in Australia having like a super strong last line has been like a minimum requirement for a team to do well, especially on like 2 shot a second and no trigger lockout. But I remember hearing from someone just like the idea of like it feels like the last lines in EU, like they don't stand out nearly as much as some of the last lines do in Australia. And I think that like the trigger lockout is a big part of that, because like you could have 2 people outside and 1 person like waiting, or you could have 3 people out there on trigger lockout just like dominating everyone. So it's interesting. Yeah, kind of like you definitely see it sometimes, like people will jump in, but it feels like more of like I'm going to jump in because this looks unwinnable right now, and then like shoot some people and then come back out rather than like a dedicated,
which I think is correct. It's just like I think there is moments where it's like just stay under. Like it's such an OP spot, and people even with stun lock, like I think you're chilling because the dives were crazy. Like I think the baselines were so far away from under. Like it would have been like a Husky 20-0 like type shit. Like he would have like not died. Like
type shit.
I'm trying to like unlock core memories about this because I did watch a lot because I was really intrigued because obviously like we just met a lot of them in Euros and stuff, and like I actually can put faces to names and like understand how they play, and it's not as hard to like follow the game if I know who they are and whatnot.
Yeah, like all the movements and stuff that might be like really foreign if you've not played in Europe, they like make a lot more sense, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't remember too much else, but I just remember the finals. I will talk about the finals. The finals was interesting because obviously Legacy lost R. I think he got...
Yeah, he had to go or something.
He had to go to the hospital. I think he had something really bad and he was not good at all. So he didn't play, and they got a sub that was from the site. So I don't think he was like... He knew the maze, but his level wasn't anywhere near Legacy's level. So it was kind of rough. But by the looks of it, it kind of did look like they gave up a little bit. Maybe not, but like on cameras, you could tell that they were getting a little bit more angry. They were like, things weren't clicking as hard because they were obviously an important part of their team.
Yes, for sure.
And losing that mid-comp can be like a vibe kill 100%. But it did look like they could still be the 3rd best team. Like it's still, even with the sub, it felt like they could still make it to finals and scrape through and get a 3rd place. But I think they lost in they got destroyed in the last 3 game series, or the golden game, I'm pretty sure, because they were doing 3 game series for everything.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the last one there was like a base swap and it was like crazy bad for like, they just got completely left out of the game. And then I think they got back into it and then they got kicked out again. So I think it was a bit rough for them. But then I can't remember what the team's name was, but it was like a group of some players who... I can't remember what I got to explain to me. Some of the players were pretty good level, and then a bunch of like not new but not like super experienced players. Like, and they came together and made this team. I can't remember it started with K or something. It was like,
yeah, I think it was one of those like hard to pronounce Finnish names. I remember.
Yeah, 100%. But then obviously it was Mega Friends and Uprising in the finals, and like they've had so many like times where Mega Friends has been like number 1 and Uprising have never like kicked them off the throne yet, but it was the first time that it was kind of like from watching, it was. I think Uprising played really well, and Mega Friends played 80%. Like, it's not like they showed up on and gave it their all. Like, they gave it their all, but it's not like the finals day was like they played well. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like they showed up and they were 100. Like they're firing all cylinders. I think it was close from memory until the last game, and then I think the third team dumped, and then Mega Friends kind of got left behind, and then Uprising just controlled the game really well, and then they won by a bunch, and then Mega Friends just scraped second. I'm pretty sure that's how bad the third game was. So it was.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but it was so long ago. But it was really interesting finals because I think I stayed up to watch it because I was really intrigued to see what was going to happen.
I think it's just interesting, especially like, I mean, obviously for us, like we don't. The Finnish Nationals had like 11 teams in it or something, or 13 or 11 teams. So like that's crazy. That's like really cool. But I think, yeah, it's definitely an interesting finals, even just for like Legacy not being in there. You know what I mean? Like anyone who did predictions would have predicted probably Uprising, Legacy, and Mega Friends being in there. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, unfortunate that wasn't able to. Wasn't at Euros, was he? Or was he?
No, he wasn't at Euros because he had like hurt himself. So he's having a rough fucking gig right now.
He's having some bad.
And he's paid. I think he paid for both from memory. Like he paid for stuff as well. So it's like actually like I'm gonna kill myself. Like it's happening.
That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, wishing best of luck. I don't know. Is Legacy signed up for Sweenuts? Do you know?
I think so. I think from memory, you're lucky. All the good teams are now going.
Woo.
I was checking and I was like, I think they're not going. Like, what's going on? Like, no Mega Friends, no Uprising. I think Uprising had signed up, but not Legacy and Mega Friends.
Yeah. No, I was if you haven't heard, just on a slight tangent, there's an Australian team going to the Swedish Championships, and it's called the Kookaburras.
Kookaburras. That was my cricket team when I was a kid.
Hell yeah. But so it'll be myself, Peregrine, Firebird, so 3 Storm members. That's crazy how that worked out. Gus from Canberra. We've got Wham from Catalyst. Wham's going, which is cool. And Church. That's our like 6-man or 6-person Swedish Nationals team. So yeah, that's it. That's in January. But make sure y'all tune in for that because it's gonna be a good time. And we're gonna we're not quite the Avengers level threat, but that Aussie Siege was. But yeah, we should do pretty well, I would say.
Avengers level threat is crazy.
No, we should do super well. But anyway, that's a fourth place.
Fourth, who is this man? You can't be hiding who you are, bro.
King Trick 996 reveal.
You can be that toxic. Just like put your name there. Stop being a pussy, bro, please.
Well, it's not toxic. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post or if you haven't been at like training in Queensland recently, if you're like, or just not from Queensland, but I hereby, since Capital Clash, take on the responsibility willingly of coming 4th place at every single tournament that I'm at, so no one else has to. So you're welcome.
Bro's trying to gaslight the universe into not letting him get 4th ever again. Actually crazy. Bro, about to just get 3rd for the rest of his life. That's what's about to happen. You get a trophy though. Hello, W.
That's up 1 from where I've been historically, so I'll take it. But
why is Jam here? What has happened? Bro's back. He's not dead.
Because you're in it. You're such a pull. You're such a pull for the stream. You get everyone coming out the woodwork. That's what I was looking for.
Jam just loves me. That's all it is.
I was gonna say closet, but I meant woodwork. Yeah, but
back to Finnats. It was a good finals, and I thought it was gonna be bad because of the third team's quality, but it ended up being like a really good finals back and forth to watch. But that last game was kind of a bit of a runaway. I don't remember who won the side events except for I remember Hacker won solos. I think they played Base Run and Elim, and I think I think Uprising won Elim, and Base Run was won by Uprising as well. So I'm pretty sure Uprising swept everything. I think they did really well.
Such a strong tournament. And did Uprising have Dark Omen still?
Yes, so they had Dark Omen then, but I'm not sure about now. I think he might not be on the team now, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh yeah, here we go. Finish championships results. So it was team comp was Uprising in first, Mega Friend second, and jeez, Kill give your
Good attempt. Good attempt.
If there's any Finns in the chat, you're welcome to roast me, and please let me know how to actually pronounce it. But Team Elim was actually Legacy won that, so I think this was pre R dying, because R's. I mean, I guess they would have listed it with R anyway. But anyway, Legacy won, Uprising second, Mega Friends third, and then solos was Hacker first, Rowan second, and Aaron third. So I mean, R had he had a good run before he
died.
So, yeah, that's good. That's good at least. Cool. Well, yeah, I don't know. I
just checked for Sweden as well. Darkman's not on the Uprising for Sweden, so maybe he's not on the team. Maybe he's just not going to Sweden. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't on Uprising pre-Euros either, so I'm not sure if he was just like dropping in to fill in or what the idea was there. But
yeah, seemed like good vibes from what I looked at. Like it seemed like they had a good team culture. So maybe he just can't go. Not sure.
Could just be a busy man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about FinNets because I just didn't watch. I didn't watch all that much, but I just turned in like a couple times.
Review Nats is crazy. Surely.
No.
They got fourth. Wait, no, they didn't. Did
we
you
got
fourth?
Fifth.
They got fifth.
Yeah, Riptide got fourth.
True.
I'm upset about that.
Unlucky. Mikey saved you from another fourth. That's what I remember. He put shots in, didn't he? Or was that at Worlds?
That was Worlds.
Wait,
yeah,
maybe
he got a
maybe you're the fifth place merchant now. It's going down.
Well, I got fourth at the Capital Clash.
Okay, so it's evened out a little bit.
It's it's fifth, fourth. Okay, so 2020 was fifth, 2022 was fourth, 2023 was fourth.
Brother, you need
seventh.
You guys need a hype man, bro, or maybe not. Maybe you need a I don't even know.
What we need to do is disband the team and half of us retire.
True.
Yeah, but I have heard. Well, actually, maybe
I was about to say something. Secret time.
I won't say. I'm not saying.
What the hell?
They were gonna keep it a secret. I say they, I'm trying to fix it. He was gonna keep it a secret from me, but then he was like, oh. So I don't know if he wants it a secret for everyone else.
Okay, we'll leave it.
So
I just thought of something.
What have you thought of?
We won't talk about Nats because fuck that shit. We can talk about Laser Force as well, the team that played Laser Force. Did we talk about? I don't remember us ever bringing that up on a stream because that's somewhat interesting.
It's not been discussed on a stream.
Seeing I'm the notorious Laser Force hater.
Yeah,
I'm the one being nice and bringing it up.
All right, go on.
Did you watch it all?
The Laser Force Nats, the Space Marine 5 thing.
Yeah. I
watched the Cool Beans, Dart, Lilbo, Gaza. I can't remember who else was on it. I watched when they played. I didn't watch anything else though. Yeah,
that's pretty much all I did as well. Bro, yes, I don't want to relive Nats. Why would I want to relive Nats? What? Goddamn, are you dumb? Definitely a Spartans member. Holy. But so they didn't win a game, which is still crazy to me. Watching it's very interesting because a lot of Laser Force has no macro, so it's zero. It feels like zero, or maybe it is zero macro. So none of the skills, none of the whatever. What did I say wrong? Is it not macro?
No, I just want to specify. It's not just Laser Force, it's the Space Marine 5 format.
Okay, Space Marine 5 on the rule set that they play on has zero skill expression. Change my mind. It's like chess, though, from what I'm gathering. Like, it's very much like looking at it. It's Clash Royale. It's not chess. It's literally Clash Royale. Like, you are using elixir in places and pushing like things with tanks and this and that, and then you're literally like getting enough resources from your medic to do something, and it's literally like a cool back and forth. It feels like it's so close from being like actually amazing. Like, if the rules were better. Shut up, Shaz. If the rules were better, if like a couple things changed with the system, I think it's like a system limitation, like the reverse, like IR, all those things. Like, it's not a maybe it's fine if you play it on like our similar settings, but I guess some of the things are the way they are because of things that they want from like to happen in the game. This is coming from someone who hasn't played, but I have watched a couple like more Laser Force than I'd like to admit. Like, just because I get bored and I'll just put it on my second monitor and I'll like try and understand. But there's some like weird. So there's this thing called like, what was it called? It was called like gas running or like poison running or something. So you like you run. So someone shoots you, you run at them, and then you run away, and now they can't follow you because
Tracking.
you've put like you've moved the line of where poison running. You've moved the line of where they can go to. But if you do that and then run away, they can still shoot you. They just can't follow you. So it's just like, brother in Christ. Like, I just imagine that. Just imagine that with actual standoffs. How fucking cool would that be? Like, not like fuck the poison off, but like actually having standoffs, having maze control, probably having one shot a second on some of the classes. Like, dude, I feel like it could be really cool if like they changed a couple things, but I guess I haven't tried it. So like just watching it, it's like two of the players in the game, their knees are like literally worse than Hooker's knees. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, the medic is on the ground for the whole game. This is some bum ass role that like doesn't play the game. Like, they don't play the game.
Fill me up.
Yeah, like they just sit there and they just get resup. They resup people, and like it's like what? Like, at least our last line has so much skill expression. Like, they're not doing any. But I guess like you just put the watchdog player on the medic role, and then like they just like sit there and communicate, and like they can control the game. I guess you can play. You're the chess master there. You're playing 4D chess, but it just the fact that two roles kind of have to sit there and not do much is insane to me. Like, I feel like that's missing out on. Maybe there's a world where like if someone was really good at the game, they could do like their medic and MO could like, and a scout maybe could like play like a cool little like. There's like a thing in CS where it's like a rifling pack. Like, they play as a pack and they move around the map as a 3. Like, a lot of the time it's 3-1-1, and that could be kind of how it worked, but it feels like it's not worth it. So it's just like, maybe if there was lockout and there was like, there is lockout, I guess, but if there was like maybe stuns in lockout, like you could maybe get away with it more and like be moving around the map and like, but the maze itself as well was like, it's just like, it was not a good maze. Like, and it's just like a lot of long shots, like high ground, like, but it was interesting to watch and it was interesting to learn about. And art, like I went to, after I got back from Euros, I went to the Laser Force players, went to Launton to try laser tag, like zone.
Real laser tag.
And like talking to them was interesting, but yeah, it's just a bit wild. But it sounds cool. It's just, I feel like it's one of those things where like, if they were like, we want to improve this, it could be really cool. But it's like, all these weird things that they say make the game, that watching might make the game, but it definitely don't make it better, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's making the game, but it's not making it better. Like, it's just making it like, it looks pretty brain dead, like with some of the things.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of the same thoughts, that like the idea of the format itself is like really, really interesting. Like having the separate roles that have different shot rates and different amount of shots to like take down, having people have finite number of lives and ammo, and having players that are dedicated to a medic and an ammo role that can like replenish it. So as long as they're still alive, you're okay. But then, yeah, look, I guess a lot of the game centers around like trying to get rid of the other team's medic would probably be the main focus, and then from there, like you can like snowball really hard because they can't get any lives back. I think that as a concept just sounds really, really fun and really interesting, and kind of like TF2 or something. You know, it's got like
it's literally like
hero shooter
it's
vibes.
literally Overwatch, bro. Like
Yeah.
I should love it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the a lot of the little rules, and like I think the IR on Laser Force with the reverse IR, if it's like turned up, like it's almost, you could be completely behind a wall and you just get shot around walls, like reflex are crazy. It's like that, like I saw a lot of that happening where like you were saying, like one of the hookers on their knees, they're like, there's nothing showing and they just die. And you can't even see who shot them. And you're like,
There was a chance they got
totally
Emo
ridiculous.
resup though, right? So like I think Emo has to kill you to get but you don't die. I think you just get the Emo, but you like die.
That
I'm not
definitely
actually
happens
sure.
sometimes, but I definitely saw times where they actually
Because like one of the skills of medic is like your medic and resup shoot each other at the same time, so they both get Emo and lives. You know what I mean?
cool.
Like it's like what the fuck?
That's cool.
1, 2, 3. Like man, like what are we doing? Like and like Gaz is saying that the shoulder thing makes any maze playable, and that makes sense. Like that does make sense, but like there is a world where like if a maze, like I guess if the maze is a problem, you could be like, oh, we have to show shoulder. But like if the maze is good, like an open, lot of sight lines, a good mid play, like Frankfurt had like a really good mid play. You could play Space Marines in there, and it would be amazing. Like if you turned off the bases and you just played like in the middle section, 5v5, that shit would be goated because there's so many walls, so many little angles. Like you could actually duel, like if it was on like zone settings and then still on Space Marines. But like maybe obviously like a lot of changes because like you would need like I think it'd be cool. Like the one thing I thought about, I was like Scout can be on AU settings, 1 shot dead. 2 shots a second, maybe 4 shots a second, maybe. I'm not sure. Obviously, I haven't thought about this a lot. I just thought about it because I was like yapping about it at some point. And then heavy could have like stuns, so you can only kill the heavy from like two, maybe a stun kill, or like he just has stuns, and if you shoot him in the chest. No, maybe if you because if you had his back, he could just be like, "Oh, you can't shoot me." So maybe it's either like
normally work.
You just have some form of change where the heavy and the commander have like stuns, or like maybe the heavy has stun kill, and the commander has just stuns on. So like if you get shot in the chest, you die, but if you get shot in the shoulder or the gun, you live. Like. You get stunned. Like there could be some really cool format that would be like actually amazing, and like make it so that delete the medic, just have it as a base, like have the base as a resup, and if you lose your base like 3 times or something, like you just lose the game. You know what I mean? Like
you could destroy the base, and that like makes their ability to get lives like
Gaza has literally said the medic is like a base. Motherfucker, just like imagine you're American and you're like, I love Laser Force, and then you come to Australia, pay like maybe not. Their money, they've got double money, so it's like probably like $2,000. You're paying $2,000 to come sit on your knees, like behind a wall and shoot someone. Then you show your family, and they're like, "Oh, how was laser tag?" And you're like, "Oh, here's a cool video of me playing," and you're just on your fucking knees for 15 minutes of a game. It's not even a short game. It's 15 fucking minutes of sitting still on your knees, doing nothing except for like resupply, beep, resupply, beep. Like, brother in Christ, what do you mean? Like,
I never thought about the perspective of like, yeah, check out this cool like.
And then your family member's like, wait, do you just sit there all game? Wait, how does this work? And they're like, yeah, like I get, but I'm like, and then you have to try and explain it to them. You're like, oh yeah, but like I do this, and this is why this, and it's like, but you just sit there all game, and they're like, yeah, I guess.
Well,
But it's
yeah,
not like
you
it's
put
not
it
like
that way,
cool.
yeah.
Like you're a goalie. Like you're stopping the goals. You have so much value in the game. You're just sitting there. Like you can't even shoot anyone, because if you shoot anyone, you can die. Like so you're just hiding, bro. Like oh my god. Sorry, that's my laser force crash out. Shit drove me crazy. Like I could not believe what I was watching. Like. Just the medic. Everything else is fun. Like, just put the medic and the resup in one role or something, or make it a base, or do something where it's like actually engaging for all the players in the game, because it could be amazing.
I think I think base play is such a. It's like the most fun part about Zone, and so I think incorporating some base play into the Space Marine 5 format with like the medic / like the reload. Like I mean, just like how a reload works in Zone is a base that you're like actively trying to protect, but the enemy team can destroy it. And then whether it's like it's just out for a really long time, like a minute,
Wait,
or it's just like it has limited number of lives as a base or something. What have you figured out?
you know how like Splatoon, you paint the floor. Imagine,
Okay.
you know how they have targets. You do that with the targets as well in Space Marines. Shush, and then you accumulate more. Like,
what do the targets give you in this case?
I think they give you from normal, like on Laser Force, you get points to get missiles and stuff. Which then the missile, like if you get kills with missiles and nukes, I think missiles give you more points if you kill someone, but it like takes a second. You gotta like beep 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 beep, beep, beep and like you can't just like shoot them. Like you gotta wait a second. But like I don't know. I guess like imagine like there's bases, which is the main thing. You only have like a certain amount of base lives. Maybe it's like 5 or whatever, and you can resup as much as you want from the base if it's alive. And then the targets give you points to be able to give you, and maybe you only get a nuke if you have a certain amount of I don't know. I'm just trying to like, this shit could be fun as fuck. Like that's my argument. Like I haven't tried it still. I still need to try it. I want to try it at some point and like give it a proper go on the settings. But like there is a world where this shit could be like, I'm not saying like better than Zone, but it could be like it could be a fun game mode for like laser tag players to play. Like,
yeah, and I think Gaza was actually saying that there is a format in Laser Force which is it is Space Marines with Zone bases as well. So like it's definitely like possible. I think they've tried to put. I've just got my tech tag. Just playing around with this thing, but they've tried to do like Space Marine 5 on Zone. Like the format's like I don't know if it is still. It definitely was during like Nexus kind of era and stuff, but it was like really janky to set up, and I don't think it ever works super well. But I don't know. Maybe there's a world at a WA Clash, probably not WA Clash 2 because like that's already been like that's all organized, but like a WA Clash 3, Gaza. I mean, Gaza's in the chat. Maybe there's an opportunity to do Space Marine 5, like as a just do Space Marine 5 and like comp. Like don't do any other side events, and then you can try stuff like the Space Marine 5 with bases, and I think that'd be a cool way to kind of
just like cook a little bit.
Yeah, and I get that will feed into like a little bit of the discussion when we talk about Capital Clash as well, of being able to do these kinds of stuff at non-Zoltec tournaments, but we'll talk about that a bit more later. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a potentially super fun, cool format there. Something that is a 2-team format, which honestly, like there's I've got a lot of my own thoughts on like what we need to do to like push the sport to like a point where it can become mainstream. And I think coming up with some kind of a 2-team version of the sport is a big part of that.
I don't think it matters anymore. Like there's going to be a point in 20 years where motherfuckers don't leave their house, they don't play sport, they don't do anything, they just put their VR headset on, like, and they don't leave there. So like, yeah, literally, like, so we just got to like have fun while it lasts, and then it dies. Like there's definitely going to be a point where like it's a problem. Like, so I don't think we can get the sport in us. I guess what I'm saying is I don't think we can get the sport there fast enough that like it matters. You get what I'm saying? Like and that's very like doom and gloom.
It's
But
very it's very nihilistic of you, but I get it.
like it is to, and the thing is, getting the sport to a point where it's viewable in a way that is good enough for like anything, like spectator friendly, and keeping all the players who play happy is impossible. Literally impossible. Like, no matter what happens, like people are gonna complain and just not play. So like there is a world we can like edge towards it. But I think like there is also a world where New Zealand, for example, it can be a good fucking viewing experience. I have like my mum could follow the game at New Zealand. She understood like what was happening. Like she couldn't fucking like understand fully, but she could see what was happening. If there was good cameras at New Zealand, holy moly, like world would have been crazy. Like the tracking is sick. Like sure, that is an expensive fucking setup, but if we like just say as a community like got money together and got that tracking set up in our own packs that like moved around Australia for like the nationals or whatever, and then every Nats there was like a setup and like they did it all. Maybe that's really hard. I'm pretty sure that's really hard. Like that's not like an easy thing to do. But if like we wanted it to be a thing, I think that's like, even if like sure there's still all the problems, 3 teams in a game making there be like chances of collusion, chances of not even collusion, just like throwing to a team because you fucking stink, like there's just so many things. Like reffing is a problem, dead spots in the maze, like where you can't see anything. Bro, stop playing with your fucking tech deck.
Can you hear it?
Yes. Dead spots in the maze where you can't see anything. The game is so like, it's not super complex. Like I think if you had the dots, you could follow what was happening and saw the cameras.
The tracker makes it a lot better for sure.
But if we don't have the tracker, we can't do anything. Like we actually cannot progress. I don't think. I think the tracker is the most important thing for the sport. Like 100%. And like the work that the Cobras guys have done is insane. Like it's honestly, from what I had heard and saw before Worlds, I was like, what is it? What are we about to like watch? Like, is it just going to be like dots fucking everywhere? But like, it was so good. And I wish that I like watched it more to like work out how people were playing. Because I think at Nats, I'm going to do that like a lot. Because I think it's going to be like so, they're going to have fixed all the bugs. It's going to be so much better. It's going to be so good. Like, and it's Nats, so it's even longer. So you can have chance to like, analyze. Like Sarix is about to like lock in, bro. Like she's gonna like have 50 notes on every individual player on every step they take in the game, and like, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be some nerdy ass shit. Like
and
it's interesting because like you can do that, or you can just like look at it a little bit, makes it more like the viewing experience a lot better. I don't know. I kind of like lost my train of thought just then. I don't know what I was gonna say.
We've gone in a few.
Yeah.
But it's okay. That's what this is for. This is Yapping Zone.
But
this isn't like.
I think that's the only step, right? Do you agree? Or do you think that we should just be like, we're playing 2-man teams, we're doing this, like, get rid of all the like lore of the game, get rid of all, not lore, but like the like 3 teams, a limb, doubles for Australia, solo. Like, do we just like, what, like, and then even then, if we do it all, who the fuck's going to give us money? Who's going to ref our games? Like retired players who are friends with like half of these people and like don't term them because they like are best, like good friends with them, you know what I mean? And like there's money on the, like it's just so hard for us to do anything.
Yeah, I think so I think my thoughts are, one, that the world's tracker is definitely it's like the best thing that's happened for like since like we started doing the streams. You're right. I could have kept talking and just like draw attention away from you dying.
Jesus.
Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, I think the world's tracker is the best thing that's happened to improve the viewability of the 3-team sport since like just us starting streaming, for sure, and it's a step in the right direction. However, I do think like for the sport to like become anything close to mainstream, it just needs to be easier to follow and like see everything. What I don't think that means that the 3-team sport goes away. I think like this, everyone loves the 3-team part like so much, and it's like such a big part of like the whole community, like all the meta, everything. So I think people will still play, and I think there'll still be plenty of tournaments with the he's still going. Plenty of tournaments, like all the same tournaments probably with 3 teams, but I think having a tournament that is some new version of the game where it is 2 teams and the whole objective is like we're trying to push the sport to become like more mainstream. I think, yeah, I don't think you have to completely get rid of the 3-team sport to be able to make a new comp that's just 2 teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like even
and the people that want to push it, the people that want to push the sport, they're the ones that are going to these tournaments, and that's it. And then everyone else that's like, nah, fuck that. I only want to play like the enthusiast version of the game. They can just keep playing the same tournaments they always have been, and then no one's being like cucked, I guess.
My biggest thing, just say, oh my god, fuck. I like drank Gatorade and went to talk, and now I'm dying. My biggest thing is just say like, I won the lottery tomorrow, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy a site. Like, and if I was to do it, like, I'd buy like a laser tag site just for comp, and I would build a maze where like you cameras are in mind, everything's in mind, like you can have it in mind, like you have all these things that are good, like how cool would it be? Just say I won like $1 million, whatever, and I'm like, you know what, I'm a dickhead. Like, I love laser tag. Like, I'm just gonna waste it on buying a site and like in the middle of like Sydney, so it's like kind of central to everything, and we can just have comps in Sydney, and everyone just flies to Sydney once or twice a year, and we go play at this laser tag site. You could, I think, if the maze itself was made for competitive play and cameras in mind and stuff, you could have it work. Like, that's just never gonna happen though, unless some rich guy's dad, like someone comes and plays and has a rich ass dad, the Saudi money, and just like is like, oh, I like this. Like, this is kind of cool. My son loves laser tag. Boom, 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 boom. Like, buy a site, do this, make it for competitive play. No parties are there. It's literally just like idle in a warehouse, like for most of the year, and you just literally just play there. Like, that would be like, I think the only way we could make it like work in an actual maze, unless you had like cameras were done in a way like Frankfurt, for example. Imagine you had Frankfurt's cameras, but with the basic bases, that's really easy to watch, right? It's really easy to understand. And then you have cameras in the middle of the maze, with the maze is created in a way where like maybe there's a bird's eye camera. Like, there's the I still like, I understand that the walls have like the all the wood on it to connect them all and hold them steady. But imagine if there was a world where like someone built a maze with like little like metal pillars, and you could like kind of play, like you could move the walls around, and the stable walls, like the big ass walls, had like holes in the bottom that were in the concrete, so it was like really hard to like, even if someone was full sprint running at the wall, like it's not going to fall over because it's like it's built with structural integrity in mind, like it's made well. So those big structured walls are like that, and then you can have the small walls that could change a little bit. Describing Darwin, yeah, maybe that is what Darwin is. What was I saying? But then like Aubrey, for example, like imagine if Aubrey had a bird's eye camera without all the like long ass pieces of wood. How cool! Imagine if Red Base was a bird's eye camera instead of like in the corner.
Yeah,
that would be so cool to watch, I feel like. And maybe I'm wrong, but like I feel like that would make the game so easy to track. Imagine if each base had a bird's eye camera, had a camera in the corner of the bases, so you could kind of get like a lower view of the player like actually playing. Like, bruh.
I think a bird's eye camera, like even if it was just like one with like a fisheye lens, like it's in the middle of the arena, like above, and just being able to like, you effectively get what the Cobras guys have done with the tracker, but you're just actually watching the people run around.
Yeah.
I think the issue is like the site needs to have a tall enough ceiling that you can actually see anything. There's obviously, like you said, there's the issues with some of the mazes are made with all the beams that go across the top that obstruct everything. And also, even if you have like like one camera with a fisheye lens, like it'll be able to see all the movement underneath it, and it'll be able to like see like the panels really far away. But because of like perspective and stuff, like
It'll be all janky.
You're not going to see anyone running underneath it. But I think bird's eye views, like in bases and stuff, would be super, super, super cool. Yeah, I like that idea. Like each base has like a bird's eye, and then like the typical corner camera that we're used to seeing. And surely the arena's like not too big. If you have all three of the bird's eye cameras
Together, they kind of like link together in a way.
Most of it.
Yeah, you might have some blind spots, but like you could definitely do that. Just say old Adelaide, for example, like that roof was high. If the nets weren't on the roof wasn't reflect. Like all these things kind of like there's so many things to do because there's so many fucked things that it's like impossible to do. But like it could be if someone was like, fuck this shit, like I'm dropping money, like I'm gonna do this for the community, like we're gonna have packs that don't get touched until nationals, we're gonna have all these things that like are just for like the events in a year. That could be like that's like the only way I see the sport like actually kind of popping off in a meaningful way. Like otherwise it's just like unless we change the format. My argument is like not changing the format because like I think like the way that it plays, like one of my favorite things about LASEC is that it's different and it's 3 teams. I think that makes it so much more interesting in a way because like no matter what your strategy is, some numpty over here can fuck it up, but that numpty is also trying to win. So like it's not like if you have 3 teams actually trying to win, it like it's amazing. Like it's actually amazing. There's no like and I think that's like our laser tag thing. My only issue with us like dialing it back is more of the like, why do you guys not just play paintball, pussies? Like, you just don't want to get shot by a paintball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we try and do some like 2-team thing, it's just gonna be like, it's just shitty paintball, bro. Like, what the fuck you like? You know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be like, that's gonna be the big issue.
Well, but if you have something like the Space Marine 5/Zone format with 2 teams you were talking about, I think you can make something that is very different
is true.
to paintball and airsoft. Very, very like unique to laser tag. The way we build the arenas and stuff is very unique. So I think you can still do enough to like take it away from those. And I get that comparison, but something Gazza actually just touched on there that is the big thing. My big issue with, I mean, obviously I love the 3-man sport and I don't like the 3-team sport as much as everyone else. But if you think of literally any other like mainstream sport, like soccer, football, basketball, like boxing, MMA, like anything, tennis, there's one focal point, right? There's the ball, right? And you can have one camera and you can see everything that's happening at all times, right? With like not even thinking about 3-team sport with 5 players on each team, 15 players, 15 focal points, or like at the very least 3 focal points for the bases. It's just too much to have on screen at one time. You know what I mean? Like you can't just have one camera and you can just see everything that's happening. Whereas if you did have something like a base run format, or even if you had like a smaller arena with like this whatever the Space Marine 5 zone like mix thing, you can probably at least like the Space Marine 5 zone thing, if you do it with the bases, there's like only 2 focal points, so it's not too bad. But if you have one central base that's designed for like 3v3 at one base, you can have one camera capturing literally everything that's happening. You can have that one bird's eye camera and you can have, I guess, a couple other ones just for a different perspective, but it's not, you can still see everything with the one. You know what I mean? Yeah, Any other sport, you can capture everything with one camera. That's just like following where the ball is. And we can't do that with 3-team sport because there's so many different focal points, and the way we design the arenas, there's like 20 walls in the way of every like camera angle you want to get. So like that's the biggest issue with spectator ability, I think.
Maybe I'm the problem of like people don't want to change and like do the different. But there's just no world where I want to play it. Like I it's fun. Like it can be fun, but like as Butzer had said before, like the cricket example, like the T20 and like the Ashes, like whatever.
Test cricket
Test cricket in 2020. Like I just don't like the 3-team game is so intricate and cool that like I just don't want to lose that. Like, and I think like if we move I know you don't, but you will, because people will play the main game mode more. They'll do the thing to improve it. Just say for example, right? We decide that laser ball, some equivalent of laser ball, maybe it's just capture the flag, whatever. Well, it's pretty much just capture the flag, like, and that's the zone format. It's 5v5 on a long, just a 1v1 maze, and that's like the spectator-friendly sport. Has one fisheye camera, can see everything. Has 2 cameras above the bases. You pretty much still get everything. You get last line, you get attackers, you get good maze control. Like it's fine. It's probably really fun as well. Like that, like it's still probably amazing. I don't know what my point was. Fuck's sake. I think that could be like like back and forth, like capture the flag. Like you kill the last line, you shoot their base, then you still have to win standoffs to get back. Maybe you just shoot the base 3 times and you get it instead of like having to run back. You're like, that's capturing it, so they can still respawn and defend with 7-second deac instead of 8, so they can find back.
Yeah, you mess
like,
with deac times and stuff.
And there could be something cool there, but like it's just not like, just ain't hitting the same. But like I guess like if it was done well, the 2v2 5v5 could be good. It's just like I just think we have something unique. But like at the same time, like you can't be unique if you want the sport to be a thing. So it's like you gotta be unique in a way, but it's gotta be like watchable, and it's not watchable right now. And I think that is a fix. Just a depressing fix, but it could the pace of the game could be really cool, like a 5v5, like back and forth, like along like a good comms, like it could be really fast, like I could see it playing really amazing
on that. Like you do no trigger lockout.
No, we could just do it. More fun. Fuck it.
No, I think everyone in the chat.
Yeah, and that's what my point was. What Brock just said is no one then plays the test cricket. No one plays 3v3 then 3 teams anymore. It's like anything, bro. Like if just say in Overwatch, right? The format is right. Yeah, the perfect example. Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, it was 6v6 Overwatch 1, then it goes to 5v5. If just say the pro play and the main thing, everyone still plays 5v5, even though they're like, oh, I actually enjoy 6v6 more. But it's just like everyone plays 5v5, so I have to kind of like that's where all the competitive players are. That's where like I can play 6v6 every so often, but it's not like we're going to be playing 6v6 in this example, three base teams. We're just going to be playing 2 base teams, like more often than not. It's going to be like the new thing that we have to then grind, and everyone wants to improve at. It's like no one ever wants to do anything that's like not what the setting. You know what I mean? Like it's not the normal. They want to just do what the thing that they're training for is. Does that make sense?
No, I think it makes sense.
My wording?
I think it's also, I mean, a lot of the discussion is as if they're like completely mutually exclusive, which I just don't think is the case. And then also it's making it seem like, let's say there was a tournament that started, there's going to be one tournament, right? That's on like this I don't know, new wave laser sports, whatever the fuck it's called, whatever format ends up being, whether it's a 3v3 base run at 1 base, whether it's 3v3 to 5v5, like 2 bases, but like still zone, or whether it's like the same thing, but it's got the Space Marine 5, whatever the fuck it is. If we like just had a tournament and tried it, it's not as if like the entire sport just goes like, done, gone, No one's playing that
Okay.
anymore. Like it's such like a long timeline.
No,
and
no,
we've
no,
got
that
so
is
much
true.
time to like cook so many different things. And I mean, if it ends up just being a better format, then sure, like people are gonna go start playing it. And
Yeah,
then why wouldn't we want to be playing on a better form? You know what I mean?
and that is
So,
true. But I think
yeah.
that scares me because like I know I'd have fun playing, but I also really enjoy our sport as it is right now.
Sure.
Like 3 teams, the way it plays. Like I think, but like obviously dumping's an issue, and that is somewhat solved, I think, by a 2-team sport because like
I meant to say before, like how much are you liking it being a three-team sport at the moment? with,
yeah, that's fair.
with how the meta is. I fucking hate it personally.
So I've been thinking about this more, right? Like I've been seeing some like TikToks and stuff. Like I feel like laser tag is like lost. Like this is gonna sound so cringe. I don't know how to word this, but it's like lost its honor. Like people don't want to like they want to play the way that's gonna like win the game, but it's like there's these
Makes
things
sense.
that a couple years ago people just in Queensland at least like they knew it was good and they knew it was broken, but people didn't want to do it because they didn't want to win like that. And that's like, sure, I'm losing, I'm gonna dump. Like, cool, buddy. Like, I get it. It's just like at some point, it's just like playing the cheese, right? You're just playing the cheese. Like you're bad at the game and you do the thing because you know you're bad at the game. And that's fine. Like everyone has to have their like little things that they're better at and whatnot, but it's just like I'm not calling anyone out. I'm just saying in general, like people who like there's always been like Dumpalade, like that was a big thing for ages. Like you guys, like not you specifically, but like Adelaide dumped for that was like then Dumpalade was like the name of Adelaide for so long because it's just they were ahead of their time, like they knew. But like Queensland was like so stubborn against it at first because it's like it's just not a fun way to play. No one wants to play this game. Like it's not an enjoyable format. Why? It's not another format. It's not enjoyable. What's the word? It's not an enjoyable like. Whatever. It's just not enjoyable. Like it sucks. Like it's not good. It's not fun. Like yeah, it's not an enjoyable playstyle. Like meta. Like and it just like ruins the fun of the game. Like it's not. It takes away all the roles. It just makes the game just as a blob. I'm okay with a little dumping. Like I'm fine if you're losing and you dump, and it's like at the last couple set, like minute or two, and you're like, oh, I don't want to lose my Hail Marys dump. Like that's fine. I get it. Like I'm not saying just sit there like a little bitch and just take it, but like.
It's the second team that dumps is rough.
Yeah, I hate like the team like the Spartan strategy where you score pack and then you dump first because you know it's going to happen anyway. Like it's just not it. It's just and like anyone who says it's it, like stab me in the back, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like you're not actually like it's not like like you're not actually like playing the game, I guess. Is my argument. No, you are, but like you're not like I said, it's not honorable. It's not like you're not fighting with honor, bro.
There's a
You're fighting
over here.
bro, literally. Like it's just I don't know.
Yeah. The issue is all the stuff that's been happening with the dump stuff recently just makes way too much sense. Okay? So like what my experience has been is like if I'm the team and I'm winning the first 9 minutes, if I don't dump, the other two teams are going to dump and swap and fuck me out of the last 3 minutes of the game. Like I'm being punished for winning the game. And I think that's super cringe. That sucks. But it makes so much sense. Like what else? Like what? Like it's the only thing that makes sense to do as the other two teams if they want to have any chance of winning. What?
I'm just pointing out my world's first professional dumper here. Fuck you, runt bitch ass. He's yapping in the chat.
Yeah. So, but really long tangent. 2-team sport. That's not a problem.
I get it.
I guess. I mean, anytime we're in whatever the meta is, it's hard to conceive like what the next step is going to be. I'm fucking waving this deck around. It's hard to conceive what the next step is going to be, but like. And that's always the case. But right now, it's like, what? How do you
No,
How do you
I
stop
get
this?
it.
It just makes
I
so
get it.
much
I get
sense.
it.
Like how do you stop this without just like you have to be winning and then you have to dunk. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. That's what it feels like.
No, I get it. I fully get it because, like, as Rod's
Which
saying,
is
he's
fun,
talking
not a
shit in
problem.
chat. Like, it's how I won. Like, we won worlds. Like, we got to experience it in the golden games, how bad it was, and like what to do, and like we won worlds because of it. I have no honor. I'm a little bitch. I understand. Literally after Aubrey, when we lost Aubrey, I remember Wham and I were sitting in the pack room, and we won the second game, and we were joking to each other because obviously, like, it wasn't a fun finals. Like, we didn't play very well in the first game. Like, the whole tournament was really rough for us. Like, Wham and I were joking. We're like, ha ha ha, we won the second game though. But at what cost? Like, we dumped, we won by like not even that much, and it's like now we are the freaks. Like, and like, it's just like not. I just don't want to do it. Like I've come to accept it now more, but it's still like, for example, like we're playing like mixed match team games the other day, and Carton, because he's a little bitch, he dumped. And I was like crashing out. I was like, why are you dumping in a fucking teaming game, man? Like, wait! And it's just like, I don't want to, like, what are we doing, bro? Like, I hate it. Like, just do something else. Like, you don't need to dump. Like, please. But I get it. It's like optimized. Like, that is the thing that works the best. It's just like, why are we here? Why did we let this happen? Why couldn't we just convince everyone that it was bad? Like, I know why, but it's like, now we got to deal with it and like change something to stop it from happening. Because like, it's every tournament just ends up like, how bad was good segue? How bad was Capital Clash?
It happened a lot.
Yeah.
It happened a lot. I'm pretty sure like at least on like the last day, there was like, it felt like there was a dump base swap or 3-team dump at 9 minutes every single game. And it sucked. It sucked. And it was like, yeah, that was that was my experience on that last day. It was like my team was doing like quite well this tournament. We felt really strong, like we felt really dominant. And yeah, we had 3 golden games. The first game, I'm pretty sure we were winning. And then the other 2 teams base swapped to like 9 minutes, and like we like took too long to then pull the trigger ourselves because we were like, what the fuck? And then we lost by a little bit. And in the second game, I was just like crashing out, and I was like, all right, we're gonna win the first 8 minutes, and then we're gonna dump because fuck these guys. And we did. And then VG Master played like the single best game of laser tag ever on the planet, and he like single-handedly fucked us. And I was like, all right, GG. That's fair enough. GG. And then yeah, the third game, same thing. It felt like we were winning. Again, the first like 9 minutes of the game, it felt like we had like good pack. We probably had like 1 or 2 bases more than everyone else, if not 3. And then 9 minutes there was a base swap. We did immediately dump as soon as we saw the base swap, but it was still like, I think they were able to get the first 1 or 2 hits on each other. And it was still like, it was still, the whole game just got thrown into shit. And I was like, okay, we just, like the first 9 minutes feel like pointless almost. That's what it felt like to me. Like, let's just play a 3-minute game and everyone dumps.
Well, the first 9 minutes, like, you do certain things to help you win the end of the game. Like, so it isn't like, I know you're just saying it's pointless, but like, I know you don't mean that as well. Like, you're just saying it to be offhand.
That's what it felt like.
Okay. I just think like the way that it is, it's just like we need to change something, or like I joke that like anytime someone dumps, they just get punched in the face. Like that's like the strategy to fix it. Like you actually just, someone dumps, end of the game, you just get smacked in the face by someone. Like CV comes out in fucking nowhere and just whacks you in the face. Like, and that is your like punishment for being a freak. Like, and if that like, but like jokes aside, like we need to do something, because like, I don't like, I'm better with it now, but it's just not a game meta. It's just not a meta. It's like I'm going back to my Overwatch. We're in Brig meta right now. If anyone who plays Overwatch who knows how bad that character was. We are in the meta where like we are playing goats, and it's like half like it's not fun. Like sure, you are playing the right way and you're doing all the things and blah blah blah. but like people are just not like people who hate it are not like it's not a fun time. Like people like every end of tournament just ends up being dumps, and it just ends up being like you might feel really good the whole tournament like Ryan did, and then you get 4th place because like you just can't like the dumping is just not like something maybe clicks or like even if it clicks, you can fully understand a dump. But if you react like a millisecond late, or someone gets a base, or like maybe you're the third team who didn't instantly realize that one of the teams dumped, and then the other team got the first base, and then they've then dumped, and like they've got their dumped base, and like it's just not a fun meta, bro. Like it's literally not a fun meta. I would rather play like 0-base games than this. Like, you know, like at least 0-base games, we're playing fucking chess, and it's like we're moving around, we're doing these things, we're trying to like find the gaps, we're trying to abuse defenders to get into the base. Like there's literally so much going on where there is so many fucking games right now where the 3 teams swap and you're just shooting the fucking base.
You're just shooting empty bases.
Like, you cannot lie to me and tell me you enjoy this. You cannot lie to me. Like, this is not what... You can't lie to me and tell me it feels good to win when you dump. Like, we won Worlds. I didn't feel fucking good. Like, it was not pretty. Like, it was bad. Like, I'm not, like, proud. I'm not sitting there like, holy fuck, I, like, called the best game I played this. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, holy fuck, we won by playing like fucking wankers. Like,
Oh.
I had to pause for a second. There was some bad words that were about to come out of my mouth.
The goats meta from Overwatch is the most appropriate comparison for what's happening, because it is literally just like the whole team just like.
Like I loved goats though, and I don't love this. So like,
it's even worse than goats meta Overwatch.
I just don't know. Like, I guess at some point, maybe next video, we should try and like have a couple ideas of like things we want to do to stop it. Let's not like continue on this because I'm like trying to not crash out right now. But like, we should next month, because we're going to try and do this every month. Like we're gonna try and time it before or after an event. Mainly, probably after, I would say. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of depends. I mean, I think the like October, November is just like a bit of a dry period anyway. So
yeah, that is true. I guess we can just have a couple points and maybe like have someone on and yap about it.
Yeah. We're gonna single-handedly fix the goats meta in laser sports. We're gonna come up with the solution, and y'all.
And if we can't, I'm paying CV. We're as a community, we're paying CV to just appear anytime anyone dumps. So we'll get some transportation device that like lets him teleport around Australia, like, and just whack people in the face.
Okay, apparently I've missed some fucking little tournament. What is it? No need to be passive aggressive in the chat. What have I missed? Is that H3 comp?
The Sydney comp in November.
Is it the H3 one?
Yeah, so we'll be able to talk about that in November.
Okay.
Which we can talk about soon, but I am about to piss myself, so
right,
I will be back.
Go piss. I'll do a sick tech deck trick. Woo! Woo! Wax is going. Okay, well, yeah. Well, if that's the case, we'll probably do the next stream after that, so he can talk to us a little bit about like his experience with H3 and stuff. Which, I mean, spoilers. What I've heard, because there is like a site in Finland that has H3 and they have run a tournament on it. I spoke to mainly Hacker about it, and that was like pretty soon after he played Worlds in Silverdale, which was on H2, and he said it was almost felt the exact same. It's just you got like cool fabric that's like shines in UV. And there was still like some of the problems with like hitting back sensors and stuff. But I mean, for everyone going to the New South Wales Open next month, you'll be able to find out for yourself. You've played. Oh yeah, I guess the site's like exists already, right? And it has the H3 already. So have many of the Sydney guys like given H3 a good crack, or is it like still super fresh? Otherwise, perfect. Well, H2 is pretty good. I think it's definitely my preference of all the systems I've played. Though like I don't know, it's hard to say how much of like what feels like the hit reg being like really shit is just like how the IR works, where like if you swipe even a tiny bit, it doesn't hit, or if someone moves quick enough, they're effectively swiping your shot. So that's the only thing I don't like about H2, I would say. But welcome back.
What now? I should have taken my headset. Now I don't know what you said. Quick rundown.
I was just yapping. I was doing tech tricks the whole time.
Okay.
Did sick ollies.
But let's not go to Sydney because we still haven't spoken about Canberra. Like other than dumping. What is quick little like day by day of like the vibes, like how the comp was, the maze, the packs. Let's just do that.
Yeah. Capital Clash was fucking awesome. I loved it was such a unique tournament, having like all of these like really high tier players playing on completely mixed teams. Like the fact that the top 7-8 teams were like shuffling like all within each other, and that was like really refreshing, because pretty much any other tournament you go to anywhere in the world, there is like a very clear top 2-3 and then everyone else. So that was super refreshing. And just like cool to see like some bizarre combos that you'll never be able to see at like a Zoltak or something. The arena was really fun. I think everyone pretty much enjoyed how it was playing. Like pretty much, other than red, all of the defenses were able to completely spread out, including the last lines. Like a lot of the teams were like their last line was coming all the way out the base, just because like you had enough vision and warning of people coming to you that you could get the initial tags and then like set up your defense. So that was really fun. And I really enjoy how that worked. Red was the typical, like, it started off being by far the worst base, because you're just kind of getting farmed by the whole game, like both teams. But I think we ended up actually preferring red, just because like we found a way to set up where we were kind of getting points from both, and they were only getting points from us when we were red. And then we were able to like, we had like little triggers to like get bases and stuff as well. So in the end, I actually enjoyed all of it. I do wish that, I don't know, blue and red, the base play inside was just like less fun and less good than green was. So I'd maybe have changed the internals of red and blue, but otherwise, yeah, I really, really like the arena. I think in terms of how the tournament went, day one was very typical, like new arena, lots of teams like haven't played together, so everyone was just pretty much playing standard, just to kind of get a feel for the arena, feel for the teams and who's going to play where. But it was after the first day, like day two, that it really started being really heavy, like bubbles, basically from like every base, field pointing, and then like sudden 3-man attacks, or sometimes even 4-man attacks, like boom, hitting the base and coming back. And that was really fun. I actually, well, the day two, I was initially crashing out because we were still trying to just defend with 3. So we would push like the bubble with our 3, and then our 2 attackers would be basically field pointing and attacking and stuff. But what would happen was, when we were pushed out, when we got hit by one of the 3s, they pretty much got the base instantly almost every time. And that was like the experience of day 2. It was day 3 that we kind of switched it to be, it was more 4 people pushed out in a bubble and then looking for opportunities from there. And then I really liked it. It played, like a lot of, like just having little cues for when you did things. Like when you're blue, you're kind of field pointing at red, and when green was field pointing, and when you saw green committed a little too hard into red, like the people that were like the game leader or something at red could then like take 2 people and go hit green really quick. So it was kind of like Hobart, actually. It was like a little bit Hobart-esque in like the waiting, like
attack green, go.
yeah, and then like, doing little reach around, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's effectively what the meta ended up being, until Ascensions. And then, I mean, that's what the first 9 minutes would be like. And then everyone would done.
I need 3 hands.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, that's literally what we're doing. Yeah, okay. So like
Yeah.
watching like I fell asleep, which was so annoying. I wanted to watch the like end of Ascensions, but I fell asleep. I think I started watching the Goonigans, the Firebird team, I don't remember what their name was, and the Spartans team. That was the first game I watched when I woke up. And that was a pretty good game. And then into like was that that was the last golden no then there was golden games, and the golden games were crazy as well, back and forth. A lot of like I can't fully remember, but like I remember it being like a good watch. And then the finals games were obvious normal first game. I'm pretty sure it was like slow, and then I think a slow game perfect for Runt and Twinkles, and they get their nice early little like the padding of like the good first game lead, and I think the second game was a lot closer from memory.
Yeah.
I
admittedly actually didn't watch much of the
where I was crashing
final.
out.
I was too upset.
That's fair. Birthplace
I have a little
out.
thing from Comsnake that I'm pulling up now as well for a bit of
W.
I think it's I haven't looked at it, so I'm not sure.
Is this like
I think it's the starting with predictions and then the movements from there.
Holy shit, +5 is crazy.
Well, +9 for small Vietnamese child as well.
Yeah, that was also a crazy, because day one they were like number one, weren't they? They went crazy.
Yeah.
What was actually the go with that? Were they like playing well? Like what was the vibe?
I think it was a combination of like they were vibing and just like the way day one was very standard. And I think that's it. And they had was that the
Little Boat Innie and Sydney players team, like Todd and Skyross and I don't remember who the last player was.
And Comsnake was on that team.
Oh yeah.
I think it was that, just the way the first day played, and I think if I remember correctly, like their round robin draw, they ended up dodging. Like we didn't play them, for instance. Like they dodged a lot of like a couple of the top tier teams, that were taking games off of each other. So like that was a little bit of it. And then the meta just like changed really differently from day like round robin to Cascade 1. So
drop off. Was there anything? There was how are the packs?
Yeah, packs were good actually. I think initially they were pretty good. There was definitely, and the IR was much weaker than we'd be used to, like definitely in Queensland, which I inherently like. But I think, I don't know how much of it was it being the weaker IR and like shots that, you get lazy a little bit with your accuracy when you're used to playing on like Queensland H Pro, I guess. But there was a lot of people struggling with hitting shots sometimes, like on stationary people. I had it heaps where I would be last line. Someone would like lunge in from the opposite door, shoot me once. I would go, oh fuck, and I would shoot them, and they would like crash out. I had the same when I was trying to lunge out last lines.
Was it like back sensors or something? Like, or
I'm not entirely sure, because it felt like it happened like on all sensors really. Okay. But there was also a bunch of times, like I know like everyone says that fucking shot cancellation isn't a thing, but I had a duel every single game, I swear to God, or it's just someone lunging in when I was last line, where you would go like 1, 2, 3 shots on each other, and then someone would die.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. That was really
funny. How is there not shot cancellation? Like, we can't suck this much. Like,
yeah. So yeah, that was definitely like a thing, but I also feel like everyone noticed it less as the comp went. So I want to lean towards it being more of people adjusting to the IR, and maybe there's some edge cases where it was like a pack was a bit funny, but otherwise it was fine. And I enjoyed like the weaker IR for sure.
Yeah.
As a
seemed like the whole vibe of the entire tournament was goated. Like we had like everyone was mixed teams. It was pretty competitive. Like things were moving around. Like bases, sure. Like people didn't love red, but like I think people by the end were like, this is actually okay. But like maybe the base still inside wasn't great. But like people understood how to get away with it.
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if it actually came true, but my hot take watching earlier, I was like, red is the best base. It's just like impossible to take, impossible to defend. It's like Sunny Coast red. Like they're always not the current one, the like previous ones.
Oh, wow.
They were always the best base because they were so hard to defend and so hard to confirm the base, so you'd get two-shot denied a lot. So I think like by the end it did look like red was the best base like overall, because you had everyone shooting you, you had so much pack, you had so much control of the maze. Like there was just too many things that you could do from that base to not make it the best base.
I think we ended up liking red quite a lot for sure. And I think it was just like what was happening initially was red was leaking a lot of bases and just getting farmed the whole game. But once you like made some changes in the defense and all of a sudden red was dropping 0 bases and you're like, oh, we're actually getting fill points on both teams. And that, like if you looked at the percentages, because I had I think it's the fireboard feature where you can see the percentage of how much of the points is from one team versus another. Blue and green's points would be like 75-60% red.
Yeah.
And then red would have like 50-50. So like when you stopped dropping bases and you started finding ways to set up to kind of like neutralize a little bit, it ended up being, it was good. The internals,
I just looked at it.
But...
I just looked at it. I was like, surely you just 5-man hold like so much, and it's like so much value. And then you do quick little like 2 people have freedom to go solo, like when they're free. Like it just seemed like such a, and it is a wild card, a wild board feature, not a fireboard feature. They should add it to fireboard though, because it's actually really fucking good.
It's cool.
Like it just, I looked at it, I was like, I think I would love red. Like, sure, I'm not under the base, and I'm not like, I'm probably not going to be defending. Like, I'll be there, but I'm not going to be like in the trenches. So like, I'm not going to like want to kill myself as much as everyone else. But it did look like an interesting base to like captain from at least.
Yeah, I think for sure. And even like I was last lining the whole tournament, and I ended up liking red by the end of it. I was just playing like I started off trying to play what like people were calling like Gus's spot, which is like because every panel in Canberra, it's the ones where they're a bit thicker, and one side it's flush, but on the other side there's like there's the 2x4s,
wooden planks, that
stick out, so you can like really tuck into the nooks on one side of all the panels. And see, there was a spot in red that was called Gus's spot because he's like, obviously he's a bigger dude and he's able to like get a lot of value out of that spot. I started off trying to do it, and like if people stopped at the baseline and looked at me, like they wouldn't be able to shoot me, but anyone that actually committed to a lunge got me. And I was like, okay. So I ended up just doing I just ended up playing 7. And
the hooker strategy.
It was a hooker strategy for sure. And it was like, it wasn't nearly as comfortable as the 7 in like Sunny Coast because like the panel that your back was to was like shorter. And so like your right shoulder would always be like exposed. So you had to like do some like, it was not comfortable. It was not nice.
It did not look nice.
Yeah.
But overall the comp looked like a lot of fun. The bases looked, by the end looked fun. The competitiveness looked good. Like vibes were good. The size of the comp seemed good.
Yeah.
It just seemed, it was a sad time watching from home because it honestly looked really fun.
It was really fun. And I hope, I don't know if there's any, I mean, Finn's in the chat. I don't know if Nicola's talked about his plans of like making it a regular occurrence, like a yearly thing. But I would love there to be more.
I think it's probably a little weird with Nats.
Oh, true.
So it's like it's not as important then, but after Nats, I hope that he keeps doing it yearly. Like,
yeah,
I hope that, I don't know how many pre-Natses we're going to have for Canberra, but I hope that if we did it more like, because it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and
that was it.
How does pre-Nats usually work? Do we train on Fridays? I don't even remember.
Yeah, we train on Friday, and then depending on the number of teams of the tournament, you might start round robin Friday night.
That's the other thing what Finn just said about doing small little format changes. Like
that's the next thing I want to talk about. And probably
do you have anything else that you want to about Canberra? Excited for nationals?
Yeah, if Nickel's plans come to fruition, I think he's got another site is being like built or developed, and so the idea is that Nats will be not at the one we played the Capital Clash at; it'll be at another one.
What the hell?
Yeah, but if it's anything like this, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Nats for sure in Canberra, especially with some fresh packs. That'll be cool. But no, otherwise, I mean, my last thing to say about the Clash, Capital Clash, was kind of segues into my next talking point, which is like more people should go to more of these like little tournaments because they're fucking awesome. They're really fun.
And if you're at home watching, you'll be sad to miss out.
You'll be sad to miss out. And like, so part of what makes a tournament prestigious is the players that go to it. And like it has to be like a regular occurrence as well. But like historically, like, you know, you would have like a little state-based comp and everyone's like, well, like, who's going? I'm like, I'm not going. Who cares? I'm not going. But if we get what we had at this Capital Clash, where it's like, oh, actually, there's like a fuck ton of really good players going, the tournament actually starts to become a more prestigious thing. And I think having more prestigious tournaments in Australia is going to be a net positive for the whole like AU community, because for the longest time, like, I love Zoltak, but for the longest time, it's just been Zoltak
once a year.
Once a year, and the be-all, end-all tournament. Really, really, really hard for them to, like, make any kind of significant changes. Even if it would, like, quality of life stuff, it would be better. It's just hard because it's just a cemented thing. But with these, like, little tournaments, we have the freedom, and this is, like, the last talking point tangent, is these little smaller weekend tournaments are the perfect opportunity for us to play around with all kinds of different stuff. Things like relatively small stuff and more scheduling, like Reliant is doing, like, trying what they do in the EU, where they do, like, the last day, every single game is at least a 2-game series, if not a 3-game series. And it adds, like, my view is, like, it adds so much importance to that last day. And it just, like, it's a way more satisfying experience, especially if there's a team that like it sucks being the team, you just get, like, instant eliminated. Like, at least if you do every game's a 3-game series, at least you got your 3 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really cool. It also gives everyone in the community is getting the 3-game series experience, where that's been a thing in Australia.
It's the pinnacle of the game. Like,
yeah,
100%.
It's the best. And in Australia, like,
there are players who have never played a 3-game series, like 100%.
I've never played a Zoltak one, right? But yeah, I guess there'd be players that have never played one, period. So I think that being something that everyone gets exposed to is, like, really cool. But there's also other things, like there's more drastic things, like running a weekend tournament that is on the European settings, or running a weekend tournament that isn't just strictly European or AU settings, it's some amalgamation of both. You could do things like something completely different that no one's done, where we play on 1.5 shots a second instead of 1 or 2. You can do our normal settings with no reloads. You could do, I mean, there'll be some crazy person that wants to do no baselines. I don't want to hear it.
Fuck you. Go away.
I'm not willing to do that.
Fuck Laser Force and fuck no baselines. Those are the two things in this stream.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the fact that WA Clash 2 is happening is already really promising, and like the fact that Nickel is planning to run more of these capital clashes, really, really, really exciting. And I just hope that we don't just make it so there's like Zoltak and then we have like smaller Zoltaks.
In my mind, like, if like Zoltak stays the same length because we can't fucking do anything, whatever. Like, for my preference, I would prefer a smaller comp. It's better for like you being able to be 100% the whole time. Yeah. You're not using as much leave. You can still play a bunch of side events, and if you do it in a way that's like maybe team capped, like there's such a long tangent. So like team cap can be on Zeltak now because we have all these tournaments in each state, and if in my mind every state, Capital Clash, change your name. One of them, WA Clash or Capital Clash, need to change their name, because if I say Clash, I want to think of one of them. And
That's so
I think Capital Clash sounds cooler. So WA Clash. I know you were first, but like come up with some like cool name or whatever. Maybe Capital Clash. One of them just change your name. Like stop being both Clash. Like it's not good. We have Brisbane Rumble. Like imagine if like every year we have Capital Clash for a weekend, Brisbane Rumble for a weekend, Sydney change it. Stop doing opens. Do like Sydney something like whatever the hell it is.
Sydney.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Calm down. Keep it in your pants. Like. And like I know like maybe like a place like NT doesn't have as big of a scene right now, but if they did one every so often, maybe they could get a little interest. Like there could be like a test the waters thing, like, oh, we're gonna do Darwin Dingoes Smash, like, and they do it every couple years, and like maybe people go, maybe people don't. Like it helps spreads the love like so much and like helps each scene, because maybe you just have a weekend and like you have a couple new players that haven't really played before and you get them to go to this event and they play this event and they're like, what did I just do? I am so horny right now. Like this is sick. Like I want to play more laser tag. Like that was fucking cool. Yeah. And you just get those every so often from like, even if you're getting one, like from each state, like that's one player who now might play for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like they might play for like get hooked and play for ages. Like, and if we, sorry, I'm just gonna keep ranting.
Finish your thing.
If we shorten Nats, only had 1 or 2 pre-Nats, and then had all these other events, imagine how. And all I'm not saying. So just say, for example, Sydney, without any teams going, could get like they've got like a bunch of newbies who are gonna play their tournament that's coming up in November that we'll talk about after this. They still have 7 teams, and if they only get 2 teams, that's still like enough players to maybe run the tournament. Like, and then Queensland, for example, we can have 8 or 9 teams if we ran it at the right time and planned it. We could have those teams just by having no one come, and then somewhere like WA, I think they could get like 7 teams without anyone going. If they just get like a couple more teams coming, it's like perfectly fine to run. Like we are in a spot where we could like have all these tournaments every year, and sure, like people might be like, oh, I don't want to spend that much and go to over tournament. Then don't. Just like play your home one and go to the one you want to. And like imagine if we're in a world where like laser tag's happening every month. Like that could be so cool. Like not everyone's playing. No, it's not prestige because like there's not going to be everyone there. And then every year we have the Australasian Championship and go to this place for a couple days instead of 15 fucking days. And we play for 5 days and we still play all of our side events. And maybe we can incorporate these events, like maybe like your state does your qualification process at their event. So like maybe Capital Clash has like their doubles to qualify for their doubles, like whatever, like you could do that. And then like I haven't thought about this like insanely well, but like
there's so many ways you could do it. You can do like the EU thing as well, like the way the points work, the way we're doing points for Oceanics as well.
Yes.
That's like just another way to cook it. And the points encourages people to go to as many tournaments as they can as well, which is like cool.
And like, if you just have Capital Clash or like Nickel has like, just say there was like, or Queensland, for example, if we did Brisbane Rumble again and we had it go to, we had it at Brisbane because we just had Sunny Coast Nats. And then like next year we had it at Sunny Coast. And like, it just runs anyway because we have enough players and people are interested in these things. And it's just a fun thing that comes up every so often. And it's planned on the calendar perfectly, so like it's spread out. There's enough time that if you were a psychopath you could go to all of them if you wanted to spend all your money, but like it would be difficult if you were like not working a good job. Like you got to get that guinea poker money though, and then you'll be fine.
For real. Gamble, everyone, so you can go
technically Zeltec only runs for 11 days, but if you include travel, training, for most good teams who play, they train for multiple days. It ends up being like 15 days. Like
15 days every time I've gone the last few years, for sure. And
that is like too much. It's too much. We don't play enough laser tag in those 15 days to make it warranted. We sit around, it's sitting around simulator, but there's not there is enough time to do stuff, but you also don't want to like go do too much if you're in sunny coast. Like you might go to the beach, you might just go do a couple of things, but you don't want to get like do too much and then be tired for your games later. Like you want to try and like pace it a little bit. Like but if you have a 5-day comp, you can go, you can train for 1 day. We can limit training to 1 day, and then we can have side events at first so that the home sites have a slight advantage. Yeah, you go.
I gotta get it because you won't let me in if I don't.
Sorry, I'm just ranting right now. You just gotta be like, shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. So there's like two things that also happen when you have like all of these tournaments that are happening, all that like just a full calendar. Every state has three things that I want to say. One, Method pointed it out. Like, obviously, Zoltec, we have restrictions on who can play with who, but every other tournament, I think it's cool to not have those restrictions and just let anyone play with anyone. Because one, for like developing players, you get so much value out of playing with people. Like, if you get the opportunity to play with like high level players from different states, like that's like really huge. And also just as the people that have played for ages, it's super refreshing to play with people that like have been your like rivals for like the longest time at Zoltec. So that's really cool. Thing number two, if there's all of these tournaments happening, all right, there's plenty of laser tag happening in Australia that you can reduce the team cap to Zoltec way more drastically to like, let's say a 13, 15 teams. Because like part of why you wouldn't do that is because like, oh, well, like all these people are going to miss out on Zoltec. And I was like, well, there's all these other fucking tournaments happening. And especially like if you made it like a qualification process as well, like that's like a...
And then Zoltec gets its prestige and it's like only the best players in every state go and play at Zoltec every year. Just that's all I'm...
Yeah. And I think that's just like a really interesting like flow, I guess. And rather than it just being like every state just like trains and then they send people to nationals, there's with a state
11-month downtime as well, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because pre-nats doesn't matter either. Like realistically, like it's just
like the results of it don't matter. It's just glorified training, right? The other thing, like we don't need 3 pre-nats anymore. Like 2 at most. All right, so that like frees up another weekend. And the last thing that you kind of touched on is for states that are less developed. Like let's say Darwin, right? It's a great example. Darwin has a state-based tournament, like it's a great, like you were saying, like if they have like this player that's been like doing league a little bit and they want to do this tournament, they get like this little taste tester and they can be like, oh, like laser sports like tournaments are super cool and they get to see players from other states and stuff, and like that can like help a lot with retention, and like those new players are gonna like learn so much as well.
I've got it. Once a year, just for example, like Darwin or Adelaide right now, because I think Adelaide's in a rough spot as well.
Adelaide's at a similar spot.
You once every couple years, there's like one of the tournaments gives more points for Zeltok and Zeltac. Like so, like just say for example, in 2026, I just had to look at what year we're in. Jesus Christ, Darwin's points accumulated for playing that comp is worth just as much as a pre-nats. So then people are more incentivized to go play. It does kind of suck because maybe then the Darwin teams have like this crazy like boost, but like in the end of the day, it doesn't give them too much. It might just like allow them to send a team. Like, you know what I mean? Like they would be able to send one. I don't know. It obviously have to like, you'd think about it like a lot more and there'd be a lot like logistics and stuff. But if there was a way to incentivize people to go, and maybe like, for example, like, I'm not sure. Like WA Clash, like did the thing where interstate players didn't have to pay. Like that could be like, there needs to be some like that's like probably not sustainable, but like there can be like some form of something where it's like, hey, you guys get 10% off or 20% off, like or just something to like add to it, so it like actually becomes like warranted, like to be able to go to Darwin or to go to Adelaide to help these places like rebuild and like because I think
And I
that's
think
like
I think
something we need to
honestly,
focus on.
just like a higher points incentive to go to like one tournament in particular, like Darwin in 2026, like Adelaide 2027. I think that is really interesting. I think it won't necessarily incentivize the best teams to go to it, because let's say the whole point of this is like, or like part of the point of this is to help like you get like qualification points to go to Zoltak. The best teams it probably doesn't affect, but the teams that are like on that like the cusp of like we might not make the top 15, like going to that tournament is like probably going to be like really valuable and could be the difference maker.
Yeah.
So
There's
I
like
really
right now in CS, there's a this is complex. VRS is like the point system for CS, and like the good teams are now realizing that if they go to shitter tournaments, not saying that like Darwin's shit, but like they don't have a big scene at home, so like it's not going to have that instant quality. The quality is going to come from the people going and the players playing and whatnot. Other teams are going because they realize they're like, hey, I can fucking get I can get some freer points here, and then they go play these other tournaments. But then the home players have the advantage, and like they in laser tag, not in CS, and then they're losing games. Like so, like you might go lose to maybe if just say Darwin Dingoes win the tournament, they earn less points because they're a home site, but they still earn points to add to it. But if just say there's another interstate team that goes and wins, they earn more points because it's interstate and they don't have as much time to train. They don't have all these things to like, they don't know the packs, they don't know the maze. There's like all these things we could do that make it really interesting. And then Zeltak every year could just be a culmination of all the good players. And like we can make it like a scene that like we don't need. One of my biggest pet peeves from like a couple years ago was like, Zeltok is the be all end all. If you don't go to Zeltok, why are you playing laser tag? I hate that so much. Like the comps, the weekend of like we have QPL in Queensland, we have league, like training, like we have these things that like they should be not important, but they should be as fun to play and engaging all year round so that you want to keep playing. So every Sunday, like the thing that you do as an event should be everyone's kind of keen to go instead of it being like a tedious chore to go play. And then we have more laser tag, so you don't have those dips in like horniness. Like you're literally just horny all year round because you're just going to event and then you're playing at home and everyone's coming to you, and then like maybe not everyone comes, but you get enough teams that like you get to see a couple of your friends like every so often, and then you play this tournament that's fun, and then you've earned enough points because you won, and then you get to go to Zeltak, and then you like it's just so much more engaging. Like you're building up to something. Like we're not like people can still at these home site tournaments. You can send all your shitters. All the shitters can play. They have fun. They enjoy. They build up the numbers of the comp. Like, and then they don't have to. Then I'm just saying shitters, but like people like I'm just being toxic.
Less skilled,
experienced players. We need like a acronym for that shit. They can just play all these other tournaments, and then they don't have to go to Zeltok. And like, it's like, I want to go to Zeltok. Like, I get to see everyone, but like, we can still do that. We can have all of the cakes and eat them at the same time and be fatties and just like it can be fucking amazing. Like,
yeah, because I guess that is another part of the
skill impaired is crazy.
The whole like not drastically reducing the team cap at Zoltak is like so much of the value of it is the social aspect and like getting to see all these players that we've come to know for like years and years and years. But yeah, like if there's more of these, if there's all of these tournaments happening and people are incentivized to go to them, you're just gonna have more opportunities to see them. So like that whole people losing out on the social aspect is like it hits less hard again if Zoltak reduces, if we have all this other stuff. So well, that's like that's a potential future. You know what I mean? WA.
That is like my ideal future. So. That shit sounds amazing. And maybe, for example, like the Darwin one, right? with the smaller like home site numbers, you could do it as like a 4-day comp. It's like slightly more worth it to go. You pick it on a weekend where maybe it's like a public holiday on Monday, so people don't even have to use leave on Monday. They just have to use leave on Friday, and it starts earlier on Friday and plays the 4 days. And the way it works is they have it so you play Monday on the public holiday, and you can fly home on the Monday night because they've timed the schedule right. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's things we could do that like we can cook.
I would say that for the most part, like these small tournaments don't need to be longer than the two.
Well, I'm just saying the one tournament a year to help the smaller like Darwin, Adelaide. Like, I think if Adelaide had a tournament, people would pop back up. But like Darwin, I think is the best example. Like, if I don't think a lot of people would go to Darwin if there wasn't a little bit of incentive, and then if there was, I think people would go. Like.
Yeah, but I don't think making it 4 days instead of 2 days is an incentive for people to go. I would say people are.
I think so, because the flights are the big chunk, right? Like 100%, the flights are the big chunk of the problem.
Well, but every time you add a day, you add accommodation as well, right?
True.
So yeah, I would say like if it is like a points system for qualifying for the Zoltec, and I mean the points could also be used for like Oceanics as well. Because we already have the system is in place for Oceanics. If you didn't see, there was a post today about team formations and stuff. Go check it out. I think having a modifier like a modifier for one like we were saying for like the Darwin tournament once, I think that's enough of an incentive. And they're just keeping it really short is like short and sweet is a lot of the draw, I would say. Yeah, and then the team cap at like Zoltec is reduced to like 15 or something. Like it can be a 5-day tournament or something. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds great, bro.
We've cooked. We have fucking cooked.
We've cooked.
Like, and there's like an off season. Like we play Zeltok, and then there's a couple like maybe 2 months. Because how many events is that? Zeltok, pre-nats, at least one pre-nats. I think one pre-nats is fine.
Yeah.
And then Brisbane, WA, Darwin, Sydney, Hobart, Canberra. 7. Is there 7? I don't even remember how many states there are. Fuck. I said number shit right now.
I'm like, hold up. WA, Northern Territory, SA, Tassie, Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales, ACT. That's 8 just for Australia. And I guess like if we include New Zealand, then it's 9.
Okay, going to New Zealand would be kind of crazy. But they could just host it. Like they just host it. They host the invites. People go if they want. Like we just do these
I guess we've been glazing the fuck out of like Canberra and WA for hosting this like tournament once a year, but like New Zealand's been doing it for like the longest time with their open invites. So I would be remiss to not mention that. But I guess like it is logistically, it's just a bit harder.
Yeah. But like they can still run it. They have enough teams, and then if they get 1 or 2 teams, it's like it's the same thing. It's like this is fine. Like I just think we're like, and like as a kid, I remember being like, why do we only play once a year? Like this shit is like I gotta wait so long. Like we just played Nats, and now I'm trained. Like we used to come home from Nats and play the next day. Like, and I'd be like, I gotta wait 11 months like to play again. Like what do you mean, bro? Like let me in, like let me cook. Like, and if we do this, like we can have like an all-round format. Maybe if we don't even have every state doing their maybe we elect like 4 a year or something that host. Maybe we don't even elect. Maybe we like do something that whatever. We work something out. We only do 4 of these other tournaments a year, so it's not every year, so people don't get burnt out for going to these places. And they're like, it's like, oh, we're playing Clash this year again. Oh, we're playing Rumble this year. Oh, we're not playing Rumble next year. We're going to Darwin. Like we can just that could be so cool. Like we are so like, and then like everything comes to the end, the start of the year, I guess, because our calendar will be flipped. Like it'll everything will matter from 2025 will be for 2026 because Nats will be at the start of February or the end of February. So it's like build up to February, and then we have nationals. It's crazy, and then we have like a month or a half or 2 off, and there's nothing happening except for like whatever, and then people can play training and be all horny and play laser tag and like go crazy. Like, dude, this brother in Christ, we just
Someone make this happen.
let's just do it.
The first step is like each state independently organizing their own tournament, and I think Canberra,
we're getting there. We're getting there.
WA, they are leading the way. We're getting good numbers.
We need a Brisbane Rumble. I'm going to talk to some people. It's happening.
All right.
I would come to WA Clash if I wasn't poor and going to other places next year. I'm doing too much next year. Like it's bad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we haven't even spoken about. I think there's a movement that's started now of people from Australia making the trek over to Europe. So there's even more tournaments that are like opening up as well. And I think like the bridges have been like built, like they're being built stronger and stronger every year with like more people getting the connections across. So like it's more like where it used to be like, I guess the idea of going to a European tournament was like, who do I even message? Like, how do I even start this? It's now like, I guess
message
like
movement.
message movement. Yeah, but the bridges are definitely being built. So like, yeah, even outside of all of this, everyone should go to at least one European tournament because they're fucking awesome. But we can glaze European tournaments. That's a topic.
That's a whole video, bro. That's what you put this video as. You said AU settings versus EU settings. We haven't spoken about it at all. And we've been going for like 2 hours now. It doesn't even feel like I feel like we've just been yapping. This is why I was so excited for this, because it's just like we sit here, we get horny, we talk about laser tag, and it's amazing. Like, and then everyone's like putting their inputs in the chat. Maybe someone's like really passionate about something we're gonna do, and they're like, "Let me on the stream, let me in. Like, I'm gonna fucking cook. Like, let me in." And then we let them on, and then they're just like happy, like yapping about whatever happened. Like this is the whole idea of the stream. Like if anyone wants to come on, so like I said earlier, we're going to try and do like one big topic, I guess, and whatever's happening at the time. So like the tournaments, the meta, whatever it is. Like what just happened? Are you good?
How my tech deck?
Okay, I shouldn't have asked. But yeah, if you do want to jump on and like the topic that we're talking about is good, like message Ryan about it, and then we can try and like sort it out in a way.
Even if it's midstream, and you're like, I want to like say something, you can like message me, probably direct message, because I'm awful at multitasking, so I don't always read the chat. But you can like direct message me, and then I mean, like we did with UX, or like whatever the last stream was. It was like the fucking
I was fiending, bro. There was no world I wasn't gonna get on the EU recap stream. I was like, I couldn't
an impromptu, like someone's fiended in the chat, they want to like, I'm like, all right, get in. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to do that. So, it's funny, like you say, we're gonna have one big topic, and then we'll talk about whatever's happening. We did not touch on what the big topic was.
We can still go. I'm still like, how are you feeling? Like, what's the vibe right now? Because the only thing I want to kind of talk about is Sydney, and one thing that we didn't really talk about, or you did a little bit, but like these mini tournaments doing small changes to like. I think the idea needs to change. Like, it's not like, this is better, that's better. It's like, let's just fuck around and find out. Let's try these things. Let's do little tweaks, and let's not do a reload. Let's do a shorter respawn. Let's do this. Let's just see what feels good. Because these settings haven't changed since, I don't know when. Like, I started in 2014 and they haven't changed since then. And like, I'm not saying that it's like
I started
we need to change, and it's like
2011, and the settings are the same, and the rules are for the most part the same.
Like there is a world where we can just like change a couple things, and then people are like, "Wait, this is fucking amazing! Like like this is so much better!" Like, and it doesn't have to be like I am converted to Euro settings, but there's a world where I can see us still not playing Euro settings, and it still be really fun with a couple small tweaks, like, and I would like tournament organizers to not be scared to try to do these things, but just be open. before the tournament starts, be like, hey guys, we're gonna trial 10-minute games. We're not gonna try change anything else, just 10-minute games, see what your opinions are on it, and we're gonna do a survey, and then we're gonna send it to the Zeltac committee so that they can get the information, and it's just there. If they don't have to do anything, they can just have the info there. Yes, bitch ass.
Bitch ass. No, I think Moomin, love that guy.
Fucking Moomin.
He is a shining example of what I think. This is actually something I meant to talk about. Is like, when with these smaller tournaments, such a great opportunity to try something different. Just change, like, make a tweak or two, or maybe three. Because there's so much conjecture. There's so much just like theory crafting, talking like, ooh, but if we did that, then maybe this, like, let's just fucking do it for a tournament and then play it, and then, like, I think that is, like, by far in a way the best way to find out. But Moomin's been doing this for Sweenats for, like, the longest time, as far as I'm aware, where every Sweenats he'll do something different, and, like, that is, like, made aware, like, people are made aware of that, like, when they're, like, registering for the tournament and stuff, and then try the different thing. Moomin loves his surveys.
Do the survey, Wax!
Do your surveys. He loves it, but he then looks at it, and, like, that's, like, it's such a great tool for him to go, like, okay, like, this was a really good thing. I'm gonna keep this at, like, every tournament I do from now on. Oh, people hated this, like, let's just, like, can that. We won't do it. I think everyone should be like Moomin in that respect.
Not be as horny about surveys, but everything else.
Nah, it's cool. I think that's cool. Yeah, I think that was all I had to say.
Okay. So the last thing I want to talk about was the Sydney event coming up in November. So it's Sydney.
We talk about this, and then I'm done.
Bro's over it. Bro wants to play some Overwatch.
I play Overwatch. All right.
W. So Sydney Open is in November. I think it's like the 15th and 16th of November. It's gonna be the first, like, proper H3 comp. Oh no, there was one in Finland as well. First proper H3 comp in Australia. I think the Queenslanders are going to try a new H3 site on Sunday, because there's one that's popped up in the south of Brisbane or something, in like a bowling alley. So they're going to just go try it.
That's close to me.
Yeah. Maybe you should message someone and see where they're going.
Who's doing this, and why haven't they thought of me? I live on the.
Were you there on Wednesday? No, you weren't, dickhead. So that's why you don't know, because you're a bitch and you went to work.
Yeah, it worked. Sorry, mate. Jeez.
Not good enough.
Wax is just upset because we'd organized to go bouldering together, and then I said, actually, I can't. I'm sorry, I'm working. That's why he's cut up about that. But anyway, go on.
But yes. But, like, there's a lot of Sydney players playing, and I think there's still like 3 team slots. So if, like, anyone's interested, they should just try and talk to each other and, like, actually organize these things, because, like, there's 10 teams right now.
10? Oh shit.
Yeah, from memory, 10 or 9. There's a lot of, like, new Sydney players, so, like, I think the level will not be as high as Canberra. But if we got, like, a couple other teams to come as well, there'd be, like, a good, like, top 6 and then a bottom, like, top 6, like, bottom 6 or 7, like, and there might be a couple teams that can move around. But, like, we just need to, like, keep pushing on these things so that the side ops feel more comfortable running them more often, and then we can just, like, we can keep moving to what we were just talking about before. We have all these tournaments throughout the year. It's really fun all the time. You always have something to be excited for. You always have something you're working towards. That being getting points, like that being able to make it to Nats. Like, yeah, like, we can do these things to, like, and, like, the first step is, like, people actually showing up. And, like, Sydney's pretty like local, like, to most places except for, like, WA, I guess, and New Zealand. But, like, you can get to Sydney pretty cheap, and, like, so it should be, like, a fun comp. So more people should try and, like, we should try and fill out those last 3 teams. That is true. Like, the world is like, if we do weekend comps, guys, like, what time at night can we start at, like, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and that doesn't impact revenue. Surely
I mean, that's
that's
the old school, like US and even in Europe for the longest time. That was the model. Like so the sites wouldn't lose a lot of their revenue, as they would do like, I mean, they would
4
do
to
like
4.
yeah.
That's not even, I don't even think that's that bad, man. Like, it can be a little rough, but like that delusion at 3 a.m. in the morning could make the vibes of the tournament like amazing. Like, it's not ideal because you're like, but we're getting what we want by having these tournaments. We're also not impacting the revenue, even if it's like 3 p.m. and like they have the whole morning and we do like 3 till 2 in the morning or something, and it's like not the end of the world. Like, sure, you're a bit exhausted after the weekend, but like it's not super bad that like the side ups are getting impacted like insanely. Like, we can make it work in a way where like, but it's not overnight, because I think if it's like a full overnight one, holy shit, like no one's going to want to, like in Australia, I don't doubt people are going to want to play. Like, and as well, if we wanted, we could even vote for like weekday comps. Like, if like there was a world where like everyone's like, oh, we're going to do this instead, so it doesn't impact. We do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and like those days are dead. Like, no one is there like at a laser tag site during the week. So there's a world where we can like be like, all right, we're going to do this on this day and you're going to have to take leave, but it's 3 days. Like, and they work it out. So we play, you could fly in on the Monday morning and get there before midday. We start at midday and then we finish on Wednesday in the afternoon, so everyone can fly home on Wednesday. So you only have to take 3 days off if you do work during the week, and it's not the end of the world. Like,
or you could do like you fly in Sunday, late Sunday night as a training, and then it's Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you like it's like one less day.
Yeah. There's like things we can do. Like, we don't just have to do whatever. Like, there's ways to work around it. Like, it's not like, oh my god, it has to be on the weekend. Like, it doesn't. Yeah. Like, we can do more.
Yeah.
But I guess what I was saying as well is like the Sydney. Like, I feel like, so from what I know, Canberra Clash was supposed to have different settings. But at the last moment, they decided to not do it because they didn't want to change too much.
I think the people who play it safe for the first tournament.
Play it safe for the first tournament, which is, I think, fine. But like, from what I know, Nickel was talking about actually changing stuff. And I think it would be like, let's not. I feel like I guess what I'm saying is, like, a community, don't try to pressure these people into doing too much. I'm the problem as well, I will say that. But like, doing enough, like, if just say like it's something small, like Nick like, hey, my maze, like for example, Sydney Open, it's a smaller maze, and when I looked at the maze, I was like, oh, we shouldn't do reloads. And like, Cool Beans is trying to redesign the maze, and he's like, oh, the maze is like, he can't find a spot for the reload for it to work well, and it not impact the flow of the maze, not impact the mid play. And I like instantly I was like, let's just not, surely we just not have a reload. Like, it could, if you got rid of the reload and changed these walls, like the mid play is amazing. And then like it got denied for the same reasons that like Nickel didn't change Canberra Clash, because like you don't want to like throw the stone in the water, you don't want to throw the rock in the water and like disturb it all. You just want to kind of like, it's your first tournament, like you want to like leave it. Like if we just did the one thing or something small, like we just need to be able to be like, okay, we're going to try this. Like, it's not the end of the world. We're not going to European settings. We're not doing these things. There's arguments for everything. There's an argument for 12 minutes. There's an argument for 10 minutes. There's an argument for 5 minutes. There's an argument for like all of it. Like, there's no harm in trying one thing for a weekend, Tom, to see how people feel about it. And then we can go from there. And then maybe in a year or two, it's like, hey, actually 10 minutes, 7-second react, no bases, no baselines. Like this, we're cooking. Like, this shit feels amazing. Like, maybe that's where we're at. Like, and people are like, it's maybe we have stuns, but with 2 shots or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we could find some like, like Frankenstein ass format that everyone's like, maybe not everyone. I think it's too hard to like collectively feel like everyone can agree, but we could get to a point where it's like, wait, this actually, like, all these changes together feel really good. Like, and maybe Zeltak changes these things because it's like, oh, the community vote like has over time come to the consensus that 10 minutes stops dumping from happening as much, and here's why, like, and we're going to do the changes because here, like, and like there's these things, like there's just so much we can do. Like we're not at the end, we don't have to be at the end product, like,
we're not
already
even close yet,
like
brother. Not even close.
So I guess, like, I'm trying to say, like, these tournaments should be encouraged to do small changes. Maybe not over, like, don't go crazy. Just do small changes, so then those small things can be, hey, it's perfect. Literally, one change or whatever, 1 or 2 changes, and then be like, how does everyone feel? 7-second deact felt amazing. Like, the pace of the game sped up really a lot. Every base take, you had to actually shoot more people, and it meant the bases were more impactful because you did more things. 1 shot a second without stuns feels really cool because, like, you get all the benefits of 1 shot, but you still have the speed of Zeltak, and there's too many fucking names. That
Called Zoltek. Oceanics is Zoltok.
Oceanics. Yeah, but I'm still gonna screw it up. Like, there's so many things. Like, we just But like, let's just, like, be more relaxed about it on these comps. Like, one thing, no bases at Sydney Open. The next Canberra Clash, we try 7-second deac. Like, we're just gonna, like, there's no harm in doing one thing and then maybe doing maybe not 4, like, if people care enough to talk about it on a survey, just be like, hey, the survey's here, guys. Like, if people want to do it to, like, help impact the sport, that's fine. Like, if you hated it, or you liked it, just we need some opinions, like, on how people felt about it. Shut up, guys. That's too far. Fuck you. Dumbass. You want to slide around on your knees too, like old WA, like 1 shot, fucking, like, Butts has told me stories of, like, around barrels, like, on your knees, like, sliding around like you're in an action movie, like, pew, 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 pew.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm keen.
Fuck it. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. My knees are too shit, bro. I'd need some, like, hard knee pads, like.
Yeah, you get like skateboard style pads.
Yes. That shit,
like,
would actually be crazy.
Yeah. All right, Wax. I'm gonna cut us because
it's over.
No, I just have a limited battery. I have a limited.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Battery.
I'll allow it.
This is like 2 hours and 15 minutes so far.
Okay, I'll allow it. All
right. All we're doing is we're saving more talking points for other strength.
True.
You know what I mean? We didn't touch on the thing we were going to talk on, and I'm kind of
just recap though.
Okay, a very quick, brief recap.
I can't even think. God damn it. State comps, W. Small changes to tournaments of those state comps, W. Finnats, W for Uprising, good shit. Not W for Mega Friends, but hopefully it makes them, especially after Euros as well, makes them take a step up and be like, we're going to lock the fuck in and come back, like, guns blazing for, like, Swinats. What else did we talk about? I don't even remember. Dumping. Fuck you. This is targeted because I blame Cyrix. I blame Cyrix. Cyrix and Cans, all my hate's going out to them about the dumping. Changed my mind.
Sure, yeah.
What else did we talk about? That's it. All right. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to abuse some people quick, and then we can go. But come to Sydney. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Wildcard change one thing, please. I beg. At least talk about it. Just talk about the reloads. 10 minutes, the reloads.
No reloads. 7-second deac. One of those.
Just one. I beg.
Cool. Well, yeah. So the next stream will be we'll do it after. We'll probably do it after that. So, and we can talk about, like, your.
Well, we have. Oh, it's October now. Holy moly!
Correct.
There's nothing this month.
Nah. Some people in the chat will flame me about something that I've forgotten about.
Okay. Well, we can do it after that then. Yeah, that'll be the next one.
Yeah, and we can talk about your H3 experience and then anything else. Cool.
How I'm the GOAT last line, because I'm gonna last line that event. Easy.
Sick. Last line's Sunday. All right. I'm calling it. Thank you, Wax. That was good. I think that's exactly what we envision.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was exactly like good questions in chat, like good people talking back. Like I said earlier, if anyone wants to join, even during the stream and just leave, like they just want to say a point and then leave, just make sure the camera, like a microphone that isn't a webcam, like screeching like a. Yeah, like just like we're keen for it. We just want to try and do this every year so people are talking about stuff, and not every year, every month, so people are talking. And if just say something comes up and it's like an argument and like we want to have another stream, we might just jump on and just be like, yep. So like, so should be good vibes. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
Are you doing a sign? You're doing a whole sign off. He's a content creator now.
No,
guys.
I just said thank you, bro. Calm down.
Like and subscribe, all of that bullshit. All right.
No, don't do it, bro.
Goodbye, everyone. Check out
Goodbye.
My everyone.
Crazy.
Bye, everyone. Check out my tech deck, everyone.
Crazy.
Goodbye. Check out my
4th place trophy, everyone. Oh wait.
Check out my tech deck, everyone.
Sheesh. Is that why you got? Wait, that's a crate. That shit's worth so much money.
Check it out.
It's crazy. You gotta do tricks on the tech deck while using the tech deck.
Yeah, I'll yeah, that's
all right.
Coming,
stop this shit, man.
Goodbye.
Have fun.